Hello, it's story time. Today's story is from Brazil. It's called How the Beetles Got Their Gorgeous Coats. So here's the picture. We've got a rat and a beetle on a wall here. And this story reminds me of The Tortoise and the Hare, if you know that story. Let's see what you think. All right, How the Beetles Got Their Gorgeous Coats. One morning, a big rat scampered out of his hole and sat in the sunshine to clean his whiskers. He noticed a little beetle scuttling along the top of the wall. "Hey, beetle," he said, "how can you move so slowly? You'll never get anywhere in the world creeping along like that." The little beetle didn't say a word. He just kept crawling forward on his tiny feet. "I bet you wish you could run like this," cried the rat, and darted off at great speed to the end of the wall and back again. Meanwhile, the beetle had hardly moved at all. The rat shook the dust off his tail. "That's how you get somewhere," he chuckled. "What a pity you'll never know how it feels to move fast like me." "You certainly can run fast, rat," said the beetle, but she'd been taught that it wasn't polite to boast, and so she didn't mention the things that she could do well. Nearby, on the branch of a mango tree, sat a green and gold parrot. She'd been listening to the exchange between the rat and the beetle with interest. "Why don't you challenge the beetle to a race?" she said to the rat. "I'll offer the winner a bright new coat made by my neighbor, the tailor bird." The rat glanced at his dull-colored fur. "I've always thought I'd look rather fine in a blue coat with tiger stripes," he said. "For me it would be something shiny," said the beetle. The rat exploded with laughter. "You'd never have a chance of winning against me." The beetle looked offended. "Well, you won't win either, unless we have a race," she replied. The rat grinned. "All right," he said, "let's race." And so it was agreed. The parrot flew to a palm tree at the top of the cliff, which was to be the finishing line. When she gave a loud squawk, the race began. The rat scooted off as fast as he could along the cliff path. Halfway, he realized that he didn't need to hurry, so he slowed down a little to catch his breath. "Why tire myself out?" he thought. "That beetle will still be scuttling along at sunset. It's hardly worth racing her at all." But then he thought of the fancy new coat he would win. So he took off again at top speed, eager to claim his prize. However, when he reached the palm tree at the top of the cliff, the rat couldn't believe his eyes. There was the little beetle sitting beside the green and gold parrot. "How did you get here so fast?" he gasped in disbelief. The beetle drew out the tiny wings from her sides. "Nobody mentioned any rules about running," she said, "so I flew instead." The rat stared in astonishment. "I didn't know you could fly." "Never judge by looks alone," said the parrot. "You don't know when you may find hidden wings." Then the parrot asked the beetle what colors she wanted for her new coat. The beetle looked around at the green and gold palm trees and the green and gold mangoes. I choose green and gold," she said. So the tailor bird made the beetle a shiny new green coat with flecks of golden light in it, and the foolish rat was left to wear his dull old coat of gray. And here is the picture of the palm tree and the parrot. And is that the beetle? Yep, there's the beetle and there's the rat. What did you think? So that was our story about Brazil. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.